once every couple of weeks now. He'll just ring me and just go, hey! And I'll go,
Hey, Scott!
What? It's Hasselhoff! And I'll go, what? He's very into getting his girl's pop career on track at the moment, so he mostly rings me about that.
Well, come on, give us a bit of background about you and the Hoff, how this all kicked off. Because obviously you grew up, when we're the same age actually, you grew up watching him the same way that I did.
We just explain for anyone who's tuned in. You've done a show where you spent 4 days living
with David Hasselhoff in his house.
Which is on TV.
It's on Living tomorrow night at 10, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the craziest 4 days of my life, but it was brilliant. Like, not reality in any way, but I think that will come across on the show. But, yeah, so I just went to live in his house, got full access to all the rooms in his house. You know, it was quite a good insight into his life. Yeah, there's us in his kitchen.
What? So you how did it all come about though?
Yes.
First question is why 4 days? That's all you could fit around your schedule.
Yeah, and 4 days was
a lot.
It felt like 2 weeks. It really did. We did so much stuff.
Why did he want to do it? Because he's so rich anyway. You obviously didn't do it for money. Why did he want to do it?
He wanted to do it because I think it's been a while since he's had anything over here on television, which kind of... I think he just wants to get the message across about what he's actually like. And I think towards the end of the second show, once he drops his guard a little bit and stops being the Hoff, I think you do get a little bit more of a sense of what he's actually like as a person when he's not being the brand.
But you championed his single a way back, so did he kind of have that link with you anyway?
Yeah, it all started...
to let you into his house, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and he said that he wouldn't have done it for anybody else, which is quite nice. I just kind of built up a little thing with him because we promoted this song called Jump in My Car about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But it was kind of tongue-in-cheek though, wasn't it? And that's
absolutely.
All, yeah.
But he still thinks that I've got him as only ever UK hit, so he loves it.
Does he appreciate that? It was kind of tongue-in-cheek.
Absolutely, and he will say that when we were going out, we went to Vegas and we went all around Los Angeles, and the whole time he was just going, he got my song to #3 in the charts in the UK. He says #2, but it was #3.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's have a clip, because it is quite enlightening, I think, seeing him in action.
It must be hard, though, finding someone that likes you because you're the guy that you are and not because you're David Hasselhoff.
What's weird is people get seduced by fame. What's tough is that a lot of them will fall for me, but when I fall, and then the person is not who I thought she was, and she's more interested in the publicity, then I go, oh, no.
Hi, David.
That's Carol.
My name's Carol Gilbert.
Yeah, I know her.
Baywatch Nights, and I'm Hot Space.
Carol knows everything.
So sweet.
Slowly but surely, I'm starting to understand David Hasselhoff and what makes him tick. Under his very upfront and confident exterior lies a lonely, vulnerable, and very sensitive man. One thing's for sure, though. If everybody in David's life left tomorrow, he'll always have his fans.
When you do something like that, do you find yourself becoming like a bit of an amateur psychologist?
Yeah, there were some moments where I was like, oh, this is all getting a bit deep. But like most of it was just having fun on jet skis and going on a private jet to Vegas and having a party, really. But there were some bits. There were a couple of bits in it.
Was he quite open with you?
Yeah, I really think he was. Yeah.
It felt like it in that clip. He was starting to, like you say, let the guard down and the money and the fame. And
yeah, I mean, the one you'll see tomorrow is all about just his crazy life, you know, like parties, jet skiing, like, and then towards the end, he just got so tired that with about 2 days in, he just got so tired that the best stuff, I think, is just us chilling out in his house.
Well, at one stage, he was kind of like the most famous man on the planet, wasn't he? He was up there with he was up there with Michael Jackson.
There's a plaque
like that, wasn't it?
There's a little plaque from the Guinness Book of World Records on his wall of his lounge saying that he was, I think it was something like 93, was the most watched TV star on the planet.
Yeah.
With Baywatch or with Knight Rider?
I think with all together, and I think something like 1/3 of the planet have seen him on television, which is quite scary.
But do you get the sense he's still seeking fame? He still wants recognition?
Absolutely, he absolutely loves it. He doesn't want it to end. He loves the attention. Like, you can see it every time you go out, because obviously, wherever he is, you can be standing there and 2 people will notice him, and then suddenly it's 50 people, 100 people, and he will get mobbed.
So will you be doing more of these? Will you be...
I would love to.
Did you enjoy doing it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was brilliant. I would like to do one with Mr. T next.
Ah, well, he's not had the iconic status of the Hoff, but yeah.
I think he kind of has.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. What's it like also to have the power to get a song to number 3 yourself? I mean, what's it like for you?
That just shows you the power of Radio 1, really. I mean, that song was languishing around, I think, number 75 or something, and we just
because when you started, I was amused by this. You were desperate to try and get on Power FM or something. What was it called?
Yeah, when I was younger.
Yeah, when you were younger.
Yeah.
And now you end up in
12 or something.
Yeah, I was one of those freak kids that just always knew that they wanted to do this, and from as long as I can remember, really. So by the time I was 12, I was on hospital radio with a really high voice. And by the time I was 16, I was on Power FM being
a man.
But now Radio 1 on the second best job in radio is the breakfast the first Scott?
Yes, it is. I'm happy to have the second.
Any plans to kill Chris Moles and get his job?
I'm not going to kill him.
He's a big lad. He would want to. Now, it does go slightly bizarre, doesn't it, with these vodcasts? And I do know you're quite playful on your show. Yeah,
we have a lot of fun. And recently we did some vodcasts, which you can download it like a podcast, because we do our podcast every day for Radio 1. But we did a series of stunts which we filmed, and have just been really big on YouTube and stuff. So.
Successful in themselves.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we've got a clip of you later which will show when you're going to do some cooking with me, and we'll show you're eating cat food.
At the same time as the cooking, which would be great.
That'd be really nice for everybody, yeah.
I've got to say, I do like your show, because you do sound like you're having such a laugh on it.
We really do genuinely have fun.
And what's great about it, because a lot of radio these days, since text has been invented, it's basically, what are you eating? Text us now. What are you wearing? Whereas you're actually coming up with loads of great... I met your producer once, I was going, oh, so it's great, you've got all these great ideas, haven't you? So
we try and just come up with different ideas all the time. It gets through a lot of ideas, the show, but it is more interesting in going, and Bob in Cambridge is eating bacon crisps.
Yes. Yeah. What do you like about Tuesday?
Yeah, and you do hear a lot of that on the radio.
Yeah, there's a lot on the radio. Yeah, that should be banned. Anyway, I've got lots more to talk to you about. We'll do it in cooking. Scott will be staying with us and take your emails. Get some emails in about David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
What do you want to know about the Hoff? Also, Amelia Fox is on the show, so got emails for her. Get them coming in. You've got to ask them. Send the emails into our brand new website, or our new look website, sorry, bbc.co.uk/